09073530044. That is 09073530044 and 09087668888. You can send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 09097054450. All right, join in the conversation. Let's look at the big stories in the dailies together. My name is Iheanacho Prince, and this morning we begin with the Punch newspaper. And a big story from the Punch newspaper this morning: new Naira racketeering. EFCC to raid Lagos, Kaduna and Port Harcourt currency hawkers. Really? Again, really? So, for those of you who haven't followed the story, apparently the CBN has caved in. The CBN governor has cowered to the National Assembly, and I don't know how to start this morning, but what is happening now doesn't make sense, because the CBN says, okay, you can go. I'll read you the resolution released by the House of Representatives, okay, and it says, this is a statement on the agreement reached. The House of Representatives and the Central Bank of Nigeria have agreed that a time limit will no longer apply to the validity of old Naira notes after the expiration of the February deadline set by the Apex Bank. This means that the face value of the old 1,000 Naira, 500 Naira and 200 Naira notes will continue to be redeemed in compliance with Section 20, Subsection 3 of the CBN Establishment Act. Banks will continue to mop up the notes after they cease to be legal tender on February 10 without a time limit. Tell me how this makes sense. When I say these people are not worried about you, this is what I mean. Listen, the CBN governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, was directed to submit a weekly report on releases of the new Naira notes to commercial banks, so that the House could verify claims by the CEOs of the banks that the Apex Bank had not been releasing enough cash to them. Now, if you don't understand this is how I'm going to interpret this. So the CBN will give a weekly report to the National Assembly, submit a weekly report to the National Assembly, okay, on how much it gives the banks. So if I have 50 million in my house and I know that the so and so bank was giving 50 million naira or 100 million naira, I can call them and say, look, CBN gave you 100 million naira. You cannot deny it. It's here. The report is here. So I have 50 million naira in my house. Direct your boys to bring the 50 million naira of the new notes and take the old notes. Does it make sense to you? Okay, moving on. The CBN was also directed to restore over-the-counter transactions by the banks and increase automated teller machines, ATM cash withdrawal limits in order to fast-track the circulation of the new notes. The ad hoc committee of the House looking into the cashless policy on the Naira swap timeframe will continue to monitor the operations of the CBN in this regard to ensure compliance with the directions of the House. The House directed Emefiele to ensure that new Naira notes are available across the Federation forthwith. Moving on. These decisions were taken on Tuesday by the House after the ad hoc committee and Emefiele met at the National Assembly in Abuja. After failing to appear before the Representative Alhassan Adodogwa-led committee on two previous occasions, Emefiele appeared on Tuesday to brief the members on the cashless policy and currency swap timeframe. The committee submitted a report on its engagement with Emefiele to the House, after which later approved the recommendations as well as made additional recommendations. Okay, the House, which was presided over by the Speaker, Representative Femi Gbajabemila, had waited until when it became noticeable that new naira notes were not available in sufficient quantity as earlier January 31 deadline set by the CBN to withdraw them drew close. However, both sides agreed on Tuesday that the face value of the notes would continue to be redeemed beyond the deadline of the February 10 when they would have ceased to be legal tender. And then this is my question. So if there's no deadline as to when you can redeem your old notes or the value of the old notes, what does this say? Doesn't it just totally conversely defeat the entire purpose of the naira redesign? Doesn't it also completely defeat the purpose of or the intent of moving Nigeria towards a cashless society if the old notes completely replaces, or the new notes completely replaces the old notes? If we have them working side by side, what's to say if there's no timeline? This is it. If there's no timeline to redeeming the old notes, who's to say, or what stops me from continuing trade with the old notes? So what this means is that the old notes and the new notes are going to be legal tender at the same time. Does it make any sense to you? Does this make any sense? This is what I'm going to try to quote the CBN governor. The Punch newspaper quoted the CBN governor as saying this at the what's that now? I'm going to trying to find that quote. Okay. So so the CBN quotes this the Punch quotes the CBN governor as saying, Section 20 says even after the old currency has lost its legal tender status, that we are mandated to collect the money, or that money. And I stand with the House of Reps on this, he stated, adding that, listen, if you have your money that you have not been able to spend or send to the bank, we will certainly give you the opportunity to bring them into the bank to redeem it. Either you pay it to your bank account or you want to do an exchange. We give you will not lose your money. This is the assurance I give to Nigerians. That's the CBN governor there. What does this mean to you? So those of you who don't understand it. Now this means that if you don't want the monies lodged into your account, you can go and simply give them the money and exchange the old one for the new one without even entering into a ledger. So the bank doesn't have a record of this. You just go in, give them your old notes, and they give you the new notes without entering it into any accounts. That's what exchange means. So you will not lose your money. I bring you in. Let's look at more headlines. Protests as Ekweremadu wife appear in UK court. Presidency Falaye faults Kanu attack. APC demands probe. So in one breath, the APC says nothing like that happened. The president wasn't attacked, and then in the other breath, they say they are demanding a probe. It's confusing. Corruption index: Nigeria maintains poor rating, ranks 150. Reps dumps 22.7 trillion naira loan request. OK's 1 trillion naira borrowing. Reps dump 22.7 trillion naira loan request. OK's 1 trillion naira borrowing. How 100 bandits ambushed and killed 7 SCDC personnel. By director, you want to read that. NUC can't shut schools for elections, says ASU. NUC can't shut schools for elections, says ASU. Herders demand military's apology over Nasarawa accidental bombing. Herders demand military's apology over Nasarawa accidental bombing. Gunmen killed DPO and 5 others in Benue. LP governorship candidate. Others boycott Obi's Yola rally. What's happening in the Labour Party now? Labour Party's governorship candidates. Others boycott Obi's Yola rally. OPC members burn Osun banker over stolen money. There you have it from the Punch newspaper. Joining now, let's bring you into the conversation. Let's take your thoughts and comments. The CBN governor has cowered to the House of Representatives. Was one of the biggest stories there, and saying, well, the old notes and the new notes would go side by side. So what's the point? Why did you even decide to change the naira in the first place? So what's the essence? What was it about? If people who have these monies in the bushes can bring them into the bank and even exchange them without, entering them in a ledger or in paying them into their bank account or any bank account, what is the point? What's the point of the whole falls about cashless society if we're going to still have this going on? Anyway, join the conversation 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Some people say, oh, they're disappointed in the decision by the CBN governor. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Prince.
Good morning, Moses.
Good morning. How was the night?
My night was great. Thank you so much for asking.
Yeah, thank you. You see, the House of Reps, they want to exercise their authority. I told you last time that the central bank governor cannot stand on his own to bring out a policy without the support of his people. So now that the thing has affected them, they need to stand on their ground to come up with this policy. So it simply means that there is no any expiring date in exchanging exchange of these currencies. No any expiring date. People can still use from the society, and also they can also change the new one. Then another thing again, I told you that I said, look, the system of this country, Nigeria, is not yet wrapped to meet the so-called borrowing ideas from the Europe or development countries. We still have illiteracy in our society. The system cannot work. So changing of this money, I told you that they can't stand on this day because there are people who are in the bush area that they don't even have account at all. They don't have the system of these issues of changing money. So the issue is, it's a process. Let us take it process by process. Take note of that. Then on your headlines regarding to the election, that scarcity of wealth may interrupt the election. The INEC should please begin to put many things in order. Government are in the position of fuel. You shouldn't come and tell Nigerians that scarcity of fuel will interrupt election. You shouldn't begin to bring excuse now. Let us begin to put every machinery in order to make sure that everything is available, because I know government has been pumping in money to make sure that this election is safe and sound. So they shouldn't bring the excuse that ballot paper could not reach on certain areas because there is no fuel.
All right, Moses, thank you very much.
It shouldn't be an excuse.
All right. Thank you very much. It shouldn't be an excuse. Thank you. Fuel scarcity should not be an excuse.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Prince Ike.
Yeah, this is Prince Ike on the line. Thank you so much. The headline that I want to react on is the one that says that some people were able to attack some bank officials because of they're able to steal some money belonging to the citizen. There is what we call environmental disorder, environmental determinism, that says when someone's environment is okay, when I sense of what? Competency, profitability, and also comfortability, it will reflect in someone's, life, as far as is, a subject and living in that environment. It's going to bring the best out of him or her to see, the development and improvement of that society. But when someone's environment is uncalled for, is unconducive, is volatile, with high sense of what? Vulgarity and also war hostility, Mr. Man will run away. He sees people in that environment as a threat. Even in the marketplace, you see people there as a threat. Even in the hospital, you see people as a threat. Why am I saying so? Nigeria has been battling war. It's not a civil war, but this war is a moral war, economical war, social war, and a psychological war. How can somebody, make a banker, you carry a whole lot of money to the bank. At the end of it all, be given, and there's some amount of maybe charged from you. What are we doing? Why are we doing this into ourselves of that price? Understand me?
let us say, the one philosopher said that the ultimate, moment of a man is not where he's residing or situating in a time of convenient comfort or
All right,
comfort or
Pentai.
comfortability, but in a place where he stands time of inconvenience, contradiction, and also what,
All right.
confusion.
Thank you
And
very much. Thank you
please,
very much.
thank you.
All right. Moving on. Let's bring in more callers. 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Iheanacho. Good morning. God bless you to you and Nigerians.
Good morning, Clement Zion Prince.
Thank you. Have you heard that Buhari is still asking for loans? That he asked for 1 trillion naira from central bank, and the House of Reps has approved it for him. And he's even asking for another 22 trillion somewhere.
The 22
It's God that
trillion
will
is
save
the
Nigeria.
restructuring of the already existing ways and means.
It's all right. There's all that they have been borrowing over the years. The record is clear now that we need about 160% of all earnings into the federation account to be able to pay just the interest on those loans. And we are still back to borrowing. May God not grant the many for you to borrow again until this government leaves in Jesus' name. MSL says that nobody will lose his money over this new Naira redesign. I'm losing money already. Yesterday, I went to a bank, not even 1, 2 banks, 3 banks, and they didn't have anything to give me. They said there's no withdrawal. And if you want to withdraw, you will be charged for money. I don't want to mention banks. And a POS man charged me 3,000 naira, 4,000 naira to give me 20,000 naira.
4,000.
Not the new
4,000
naira to give me.
to get
To give me
20,000.
20,000 naira.
So you
Yes.
lost.
And that is the old notes. It's not giving me the new one. It's giving. I'm buying my old notes for 4,000 naira to 20,000 naira. And if I didn't have options, I had to strike the dealers to get money yesterday. That is the Nigeria we are living in, and even if they say nobody will lose money, we are already losing money. I applaud this policy that if this project can eradicate the opportunity of bandits who have stocked billions in big bushes and bags.
Clement, I think that all that stuff doesn't hold water anymore.
Yes, with the new policy now that you can
It doesn't make
continue
any, it doesn't make any sense.
No project has been defeated. So Nigerians are suffering for nothing.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
May God bless Nigeria.
Prince. And like Clement said, Nigerians had suffered all this while for nothing, if you ask me, because this is the most irrational. I mean, I was thinking that the CBN governor was going to redeem himself with this, but apparently there's no redemption anywhere. It's going down the way that it's going down. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm very well. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Luko Joe from Akuku. Good morning.
Luko Joe, good to have you.
How are you, sir?
I'm very well.
Yeah, concerning the currency, they want to call it post, and he's talking by the central bank. Let me tell you, sir, the issue of what you call reconciliation with National Assembly, so-called, by Danila and other coup. Let me tell you, it's abracadabra. And the central bank try as possible to substitute the entire country, maybe including the National Assembly. What I know is that one of the best policies of the central bank is called the moratorium. It's a process to collecting the money being calculated gradually by gradually. But by telling the people that within a few minutes they will close it, my brother, we are going to demonstrate when the time reach, or I put the matter to court. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Luko Joe. Appreciate you calling in.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, maybe take the matter to court. I don't know. Join us. Let's talk some more on these issues. Let's see what Daily Trust is reporting. It says from Daily Trust, Tambuwal's aide dies after stampede at Atiku's rally. That's quite sad. Really unfortunate. Tambuwal's aide dies after stampede at Atiku's rally. 2023. I'm in talks with Kwankwaso, Obi says Atiku. I'm in talks with Kwankwaso and Obi says Atiku. You think this talk will yield anything positive for him or for the PDP as it is? We're going to take more headlines from the paper. Gombe governor approves 1.3 billion naira for local government retirees gratuity. And still there within the paper, votes buying in Nigerian politics is an article you want to read. New notes: we are disappointed in banks, says Emefiele. We're disappointed in banks, says Emefiele. And still, before we get to this day newspaper. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
GB, good to have you.
Yes. I want to comment on the issue of ASU, saying that NUC cannot close down university. I'm in agreement with them. Any student that wants that you need to vote, they sacrifice to excuse yourself from the school and go and vote, either in his house or wherever he is, and come back. I mean, if you want a better Nigeria, there's a sacrifice to pay. You can't close the university in Nigeria because of elections. Whichever feel that the environment he is or the university environment cannot conducive for him or me to vote, he should excuse himself and go and vote. That is it. So you know, make to pay the price for a better Nigeria as a citizen of Nigeria. For us, those who make Nigeria what it is today, our forefathers, Awolowo and the Zik, they pay the price. So we also should pay the price. So I enjoy every youth. Whatever it may take you, make yourself you are able to vote. You need to close down the university. Whoever wishes to vote can vote. I'm telling you, not all of them who register voting at PVC, and not all of them who are PVC want to vote. Some of them just have it for having it.
Okay.
So but those who wish that they want to settle their rights, they should be allowed to go and vote.
All right.
And for Naira, I'm telling you, the man, I'm disappointed in him. This is what he have done from the beginning. What he's saying now is that as long as you have the Naira, you can still spend it. Like now, when I said, I'm selling IT products. If you come and use your own Naira to go and buy from me, I can take it to the bank at any time. Say, please exchange it for me. Then what the essence of all the rigor, the hardships of Nigerians to all this why? I mean, to me, it just makes it worse.
Yes.
And I believe that's an agenda. It's just because he was able to, they were able to curtail him. Therefore, he not vote to submission. Because if you have said this from the beginning, that no matter your money, nobody will go into it, so nobody will rush in here and there. Nobody will get their own money. Yes, somebody said that before we can get exchange, we must pay 600 naira for 2,000 for POS to collect 2,000 naira. Say 600 naira. I mean, people are just create people to exploit, people to I mean, very pathetic. I'm disappointed in him.
Thank you very much.
When you know all this, why you did subject Nigeria to all this hardship. Thank you.
Well, you may not be the only one who's disappointed, because it's quite a disappointing fate to wake up to hear that, to see that all of these troubles the Nigerians have gone through in the last few days was for nothing. If you knew that you wanted us to use the old Naira and new Naira, side by side, you should have just said it. That there's going to be, we made a mistake in the printing of the new notes, or rather, we made a mistake in the printing of Naira. So we're just going to try as much as we can to use them side by side. If you see this color, accept it. If you see the other color, accept it. It doesn't change anything. That should have been what should have. You should have done it. We could have understood. We have two colors of the Naira. 1,000 has two colors, 500 has two colors, 200 Naira has two colors. So we just use them side by side and not bother ourselves, rather than tell us that they're changing the currency, and then all of a sudden we have to use them side by side after we've gone through all of these difficulties for days. It's just
good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, we don't work.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is John from Garaka.
John, I'm glad you're here. Is it your first time calling?
Yes, this is my first time calling.
Yay, thank you so much for joining us, John.
Thank you. I appreciate all the caller and the listener. The fact remains that the atmosphere of Nigeria is no longer conducive for the common man. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Like, let me start from the issue of cashless policy. You say you can withdraw 20,000 naira a day. You can do other transfer What I don't know. How are they taking it? Okay, what if I withdraw 20,000 naira with my ATM? Then I go to several PS to go and transfer and collected money or collected like 100,000. Is it?
John,
Does that
that
make any
limit
sense?
has been expanded, so you can withdraw as much
Okay.
as 500,000 naira. That's for as an
Oh,
individual.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, good.
Mm.
Okay, good. Now, like now, you say the old naira note can be deposited at any time. So
Mm.
that means the purpose of that is the purpose of putting color. Let me just say putting color for the new the note have been defeated. It's of no use. All right, may God help us. May God see us through.
May
Thank you.
God help us. May God help us. Policy somersaults every day. Reverse yourself on everything. You reverse yourself on every single thing. What sense does it make? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to bring in more callers on this side. Hello. Good morning.
Iheanacho, please, I hate to call back,
Yeah.
but I want to submit that in the light of the damning situation, the Bayesian situation now, Nigerians should hold MFLA accountable for any billions we spent in recoloring this naira, because the purpose has been defeated.
Absolutely.
It is not checkmating any corruption. It is not checkmating the advantage that the bandits had, losing our money in the bushes. We are suffering for nothing. Let him account for any billions they have spent in recoloring this money. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
the banks he's talking about, for example, I didn't mention banks in the earlier thing, but I want to say that it was any bank that I went to and I suffered all those things.
And they did not give you money. They told you there's no money for
Yes,
withdrawal.
even though both old and new. And with any bank, Mercedes Bank, he was empty.
He was empty
before
of
he
that
was
bank.
appointed.
Yes.
And any bank.
Hmm.
And in the bank, I tell you, in the bank, his own staff were complaining of his policies, asking why he introduced calculus in a situation where there are no networks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh no, the drama never ceases. And by the way, I haven't heard from Abdullahi Mekano in a while. Abdullahi Mekano, if you're listening and you're doing good, let us know that you're doing good. Okay, Clement from Maraba as well has been MIA for a while. Let me know that you're okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank
This
you,
is Comrade Haruna calling from Kuje.
Haruna. Good to have you.
Thank you very much. Please, you see, I want to align myself with what GB said. I was trying to call after his got dropped
Okay.
about what CBN are trying to do. You see, I've said this on this very platform that CBN governor brought a very solid policy, but he got it wrong when he went for leave. That period that they were looking for him as if he have lost. They say he went to abroad, this and that. That was when he's supposed to come and tell Nigerians that even at the deadline, your money value still remain intact. You can go to the bank, just like the way you explained in the assembly. So it's just like now you have caused the panic, the tension, and you are telling us that no problem, you have the ordinary note, you can still bring it to the bank after the deadline. Why is he contradicting himself? These are what he's supposed to have told Nigerians before now, and say, this is how it would have gone. Then people will relax. At your own convenient time, at your own leisure time, you can go to the bank and change the money. So now, people look at business have been slow. People are suffering with your own money. You can't get it. You are paying extra to get your money. Look at what people are saying. To get 20,000, somebody is paying 4,000 naira or 6,000 naira. It's uncalled for. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Haruna. Well, I'm going to say this. So now that the powers that be, or the powers that be, can change their monies as much as they want, or exchange it as quick as they want, or at any time. I guarantee you, it's not going to be a problem if you go to the bank and you don't find money. It would not be a problem anymore. They're not going to be concerned. If you pay 2,000 naira to get 20,000, or 6,000 naira to pay 20,000, it won't bother them, because they sorted out themselves. And like Clement said, look, that's the truth. Even in a saner climate or in a more serious country, all right, people will be held responsible for all the money spent in printing the notes that have become irrelevant. All right. if we have to use the old naira and the new naira side by side, because truth is, if I can walk into the bank at any time to deposit old naira notes, why should I not be trading with it? Why should I not do my business with it conveniently? Even after the end of the year of 2023, I could still, if that's what, because I mean, no limit means that at any time there's no expiry date. You tell us in one breath that the old naira notes will cease to be legal tender, but you tell us that we can redeem the value at the bank at any time. Still doesn't make any sense. Still trying to wrap my head around it, because I mean, it's just difficult to understand. But anyway, let's douse this. Well, the conversation continues. 09073530044 and 09087668888. You can send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 09097. What am I saying? 09079. Oh my God. Okay, just leave it there. Moving on. Hello, good morning. Bright, good morning to you. Sometimes you get tongue tied. Good morning to you. Welcome. How are you today? Sir.
Fine. I'm very good. See, if you have, or if you read history of Nigeria, nothing will shake you this country. Let me tell you, good people and good things don't work in Nigeria. Sometimes when we talk about it, we are not patriotic or we are pessimistic about Nigeria. Do you know from the onset, the APC presidential candidate is in English, doesn't like the idea. And Benjamin Amiela is his boy, and he has been kicking against this thing. Yeah, bet me, if you hear about that terrorism charge of MSN again, you know that I'm not in Nigeria. No, if you like, let's bet.
No, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. I mean, that story is gone. Yeah. Yes.
So that's what, do you know that if you do good thing in Nigeria, they will find a way to thwart everything and do you so that the efforts become useless in Nigeria. What happened to Bat in Nigeria? Minister of Power. Did you bring that his power from America to Nigeria? It didn't work. What happened to them? This is Nigeria. Until Nigerians want to work Nigeria to be a working and a better place, we know what to do. Look at the people packed in National Assembly now, because they have bundled money and loaded and bank and bank backed money. That's why they know that this thing now is affecting Nigeria. When the head is rot, the system is rotten, and there's no way we are going. What is our president saying about all these things? If he knows quite well that he wants to help Nigeria or want to help the poor masses, look at the currency level in Nigeria is dry. We are not doing anything. The poor people are eating sand.
Thank you.
And so they are feeding.
Thank you, Bright.
God will help the good people in Nigeria, and every good work has its pay. What you sow, you reap.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's see what the Guardian newspaper is reporting. Guardian says cash squeeze intensifies, stalls business transactions. Cash squeeze intensifies, stalls business transactions. Now, wait. Let's ask this: which policy has the CBN brought about, the CBN governor, in the last 7 years that hasn't been revised, or that he didn't reverse himself on? I'm looking at. In my head, there's several, but I'm not going to mention because. One point we were told, the BDC operators are the reason why, dollars going up, the price of value of the naira is depreciating. The BDCs were going to be sanctioned. And next thing is, it's not the BDCs anymore. Aboki FX, they're the ones that are predicting dollars and making dollars go up and or forecasting the dollar, and then they attacked and shut down the Aboki FX. And well, it turns out nothing changed. We've gone on. You say, we're going to move to a cashless society. No, it didn't happen. We're going to what's the other one now? To fight inflation. To fight inflation, we would need to increase the monetary policy. Well, we've done that. Okay. What else? The naira will be changed and so on. So anyway, you've missed deadline. Name your presidential candidate. Peter Side taunts Wike. You've missed deadline. Name your presidential candidates. Peter Side taunts Wike. PDP condemns Tinubu's alleged threat to Governor Emmanuel. PDP condemns Tinubu's alleged threats to Governor Emmanuel. Darie Nyame's release major setbacks in Nigeria's anti-corruption war, says Transparency International. Darie and Nyame's release major setback in Nigeria's anti-corruption war, says TI. Ekweremadu, wife in court as trial continues today. Still there, Buhari not attacked in Kano, says presidency. NNPC expands dominance of Nigerian oil sector, takes over ADEX assets. 2023, INEC worries over fuel scarcity, meets NNPC. INEC worries over fuel scarcity, meets NNPC. For no reason should we hear that, oh, because of fuel scarcity, we're going to postpone the election. We're counting down. We have 24 days to election day. On no account should we hear that, oh, because of fuel scarcity, we're postponing the election. Or because of naira scarcity, we're going to postpone the election. Or for insecurity, we're going to see. Nigerians are tired. They just want to have the election sorted and done with. Okay? Whatever needs to be done, let's do it to ensure that the election holds on the 25th of February. And get it off the way, so that Nigerians can focus on other things and move their businesses. Okay? And okay, let's get to your messages. Okay, Chuku, good morning. Let's hear you.
Hello, Iheanacho, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Okechukwu. I want to react on this new naira note. You see, if you go to the old POS, I go to the POS around my area, I bet you could not see anyone that have money. But when you want to deposit, they will collect. But for them to give you, they will charge you more than what they are charging you before. That is what I'm just saying. Which way Nigeria? Sonny Okoso sing this music since 1980 something. Which way Nigeria? Where is our leader taking us to? Can they come out and tell us where they are taking Nigeria to? Nobody can identify where they are taking Nigeria to. That is what we are just saying. This country, I don't know. Anybody who can just come and give his own policy and stand on it. Can't you see? Even the Mofiole that give this policy cannot even defend it very well, because he went to the House of Rep and now he said the old naira note is not expired yet, that you can bring it to the CBN, they will still collect it. You see, double standard. I told you that one person cannot decide for 200 millions of Nigerians. Nigeria is not yet ripe for all these things. We still have a long way to go. When I'm saying it, you think I'm just playing. Nigeria have a long way to go. Everything in this country is just like upside down. And when we say we are practicing democracy, DPO was killed. Unknown government killed DPO in Benue State. And this unknown government, who are these people? They will be going around the street, in this community, killing innocent people, and nobody will go after them. Why? Honestly, this country now, wow. Bye bye.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, Chuku. Usman Daura is also here. Usman, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Iheanacho. Prince This is Radio Highness Abuja. Usman Daura is my name.
Welcome.
Let me comment on Emil Feli appearing before the House of Reps ad hoc committee yesterday. Mr. Iheanacho, if going by what happened yesterday at the House, that the whole aim of Naira redesign has failed completely. If going by what transpired at the House. And also this morning I heard you saying that Emefele is disappointed in the banks. You are the regulator. You are the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria. So there's nothing you other than coming to blame that you are disappointed. You cannot take any action. Mr. Iheanacho, what is happening in this country? Can people be punished? Can there be measures to be taken for people to come back to and do the right thing, for God's sake? This money, according to him, is given to them, yet they are holding the money. There was a day I saw one party, people were lavishing money, these new Naira notes. and Nigerians are suffering on daily basis. Yeah, on Monday, Mr. Iheanacho, I was at ATM center, still one of the banks. I came there around 8 a.m. I left 8 p.m. I left around 10:30 before I was able to withdraw 20,000 naira. Mr. What is happening in this country? That's how we're going to continue in this country, for God's sake. So, Mr. Gordon, you are disappointed in the banks, and there's nothing you can do other than being disappointed. No measures can be taken. Nothing will happen to them. According to you, you have enough. I give it enough money. Where is the money? Nigerians are going through hell. Must we suffer for every government policy in this country for things to be done? Policy is all about the good of the people. Must we suffer to get money? You suffer to buy for you suffer PVC, you suffer everything. Must we suffer in this country at every cost? What have we done to deserve all this, for God's sake? Must Nigerians suffer before the right thing will be done? Must subject us to suffering? What kind of thing is this? What is happening in this country? As if there are no leaders. Everyone's doing what he likes. People are appointed. They become terror. They become emperor. What is all this? It's unfortunate, Mr. Iheanacho. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Ismail. Right, it's quite unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Suleiman, let's hear you. Good morning.
My prince.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome.
This is the original family man photocopy Suleiman from National Assembly quarters. Please, my prince, I want to use this opportunity to beg either the government or the governor of CBN. They should do something about this new Naira note. Wallahi, throughout I did not sleep yesterday till now that I'm sending this message to you.
Were you printing?
Did you know that yesterday I was in ATM machine? I went several banks. If there are no money, it is only one ATM bank I went. If you see the kind of queue, wallahi, I got the money around I think it's 2:30 or to 3 a.m. Before I have to get the money, and it's only 20,000 naira that have paid to me. I need to go and buy fuel. All the filling stations that we enter now, they are not using POS. They hide their own POS. They say that POS is not working. So you see how we are in the country. We are always wicked up to ourselves. Look at the POS people now. When we go there before that, look at one of our caller, what he said, that he paid 4,000 naira for 20,000 naira. Please, how can he? Wallahi, I don't know. Sometimes we, the masses too, we are very wicked to ourselves. Wallahi, anywhere that you went now, we want to buy something, they'll tell the POS is not working, you will give them cash. Which is before, it's not like that. What is the problem? So you can see, so like even yesterday where we get this money, where we get to one man park his car there, the place is so dark. Wallahi, then break his glass and took his laptop. So as Amefele is saying that people are not going to lose, this cannot is not part of the lose. Then break his car. That's number one. You have to go and fix that glass. They took his laptop. How much is laptop? What is the content of inside that laptop? Do you know what he did? Like, I don't know, like he's gotten because of what happened to him. You understand? So please, we are appealing to them. Wallahi, I'm supposed to be, I'm traveling to Gombe this morning, but because of this issue, up to now, I just come back from the filling station now, and I give them my ATM. They said that their POS is not working. Go to POS now. You want to withdraw money? If you need 10,000, they will tell you 2,000 naira or 1.5. You will pay them before they will give you the money. If they are not odd money, no new money. What is the problem? People are really suffering. Please, they should do something about it. Thank you so much,
when the CBN says people are not going to lose their money, I'm sure they were not talking about you. They know the people they were talking to. The people they were addressing knew they were addressing them. You know, the people they went to address were the ones they were given the guarantee. They guaranteed them and said, your money, you will not lose your money. Whatever money you have, whether legitimate or illegitimate, you will not lose it. Good morning, Prince. Is the CBN governor telling us that there is a deadline with no deadline? Exactly. You just nailed it, because if you said it's February 10 and then at the end of February 10 you can bring your money, then it's a deadline with no deadline. I'm sorry, that's what it is. And you go on to say, this is unbelievable. I think we have had enough of Godin and Emefiele. Yesterday on that day pedestrian bridge, I was asked to transfer 15,000 naira to them to get 10,000 naira new notes. I just walked away immediately. This is too bad. Precious from Lifecam. Thank you very much, Precious. I really do not understand this. I really don't understand it. I wish someone could give us a better understanding of what it is that, you know, the CBN governor is doing. And Dr. Chinedu is here. You say it is clear that the whole currency redesign has been derailed by the forces that be. All the benefits that made us support this move have been jettisoned. We were even ready to bear the consequences of the policy, but now the hawks seem to have won. However, there is a God in heaven who rules in the affairs of the children of man and who gives power. Those who want to buy their way to Asorok are doomed. They can't win this time around. The will of the masses cannot be subverted by those who are rich by stealing from the same masses. Enough is enough. I wish the masses knew. I really wish the masses knew what their power was, and that they could stand against the powers that be. Like you said, I think Nigerians should demand a refund. Whatever was spent on printing of the new notes should just be paid back into the covers of by the way, people are even saying, look, the money that was spent on printing the money is bigger than the value of the money that was printed. Let's leave that. That's a story for another day. Prince, namesake, you said, good morning, Prince. The CBN governor is trying to play smart with Nigerians. He just decided to change the old Naira notes just to cover his illegal acts. He owes Nigeria a big explanation. Okay, he owes Nigeria a big explanation on the allegations against him about the trillions of Naira missing under his custody. He wants Nigerians to focus on something else. So print the new notes just to cover his mess. Thank you very much, Prince. Thank you. My namesake. I don't know. That theory, it's something though. We're running out of time. Good morning. Welcome.
Iheanacho, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy new month.
I wish you the same.
Iheanacho, you see, I am so disappointed, so ashamed of CBN Governor and President Buhari. You see, there is no going back. According to Buhari, there is no going back. CBN Governor said there is no going back. And because House of Rep have checked him, they have pushed him, they have subdued him, because a criminal can never catch a criminal. That is the truth. You see, they are bed of the same feather. They are not working for us. I used to say this. They are not working for us. They are working for their pockets. They are working for their self, their family. You see, after all this suffering, all this suffering, this is where we have ended. What is the use for that money now? Why did they go ahead to repent the money? Why did they even come up with that policy that doesn't have any value, that doesn't have any ground to stand? You see, these people, I am so disappointed. I don't even know what to say. If I tell that I am a proud Nigerian, it's a lie. You see, this is what we are saying. Look at it. Bye bye.
Dokama, thank you very much. Can't say much. The CBN governor said those who wants to fight him should come and fight him. Apparently, he doesn't have the strength to fight them. When he made that announcement, we thought, oh, this time actor ready for the boss. But apparently, even boss, they beat actors sometimes, and things just go the other way. The CBN governor is an apology of itself. Or the CBN rather. The CBN is an apology of itself. So how does it hope to maintain the gains of sniffing, inflation, and kidnapping? How does it want a cashless system to work? How does it ensure all monies come into the banking system? How does it reverse itself so dramatically? For an institution that should be a think tank, how does it want to aid the fight against grand corruption? If you cannot, or we cannot, migrate to the cashless mode, this is the icing on the cake for this failure and that of this government. It should do itself a favor by maintaining the policy. It has already destroyed the economy with this recklessness, and the governor should resign, says Innocent. Emefiele must resign. Well. Innocent, thank you very much. Nobody resigns in this country, you know that, right? No one resigns. Even if people die in millions, people would not resign. Anyway, David says, hi Prince, Emefiele has finally proven his limits of competency by wasting the resources of Nigeria for a policy that is of no aim. When was 200, 500 and 1,000 naira introduced? Ever since then, the federal government has been printing ever since the federal government has been printing the same yearly, right? up to date. How can you over 6 months meet up with banks recapitalization in liquid cash equivalent if you want to change and print new notes? If new notes are not available in the city, imagine I am in the rural area of the country. What has Emefiele achieved so far? Nigeria must get better. David, thank you very much. And I'll take the last message as we close. I'm really sorry if I haven't been able to take your call. Mayawa says, on the new Naira note, I think all of you who refuse to listen to us can see now. I'm dancing Buga now. Oh yeah, now that's Buga. Oh. That's Buga. They disappointed us. That's Buga. It's okay. We did not do it. It's not our making. It was the reversal that's making you dance Buga. If this situation had held, or the policy had been sustained, Mayo, I don't think you'll be dancing Buga this morning. But anyway, it's good. Dance Buga very well. Thank you. This is where we have to close the conversation today. Let's pray for a Nigeria where you and I will matter. Where the Nigerian on the streets would matter. And it's not about praying. It's not just about praying. It's about doing the needful. By the way, this headline, again, Tinubu attacks Buhari's government, says they met exchange rate at 200 naira to $1. Now it's 800 naira to $1. He said that in Calabar. I'm going to see how we can play that video, that audio for you later on at about 9 o'clock. Join the conversation. We'll be talking about that. I don't know how you campaign against your own party. Campaign against the people that you brought to power. We're talking about that at 9 o'clock. You don't want to miss that conversation. Vicky is getting set for Sports on Eagles Wings. And right after that, right after now, this commercial pause, we would be discussing sports and everything in the sporting world. Keep it here. My name is Iheanacho Prince. Have yourself a very splendid day. By the way, I'm His Radio Highness of Abuja.